There is a moment just before the first step forward where the world seems to slow down. A path unknown, and the journey ahead is not drawn in neat, predictable lines. It twists, it vanishes into the shadows, and then reappears in places unexpected. We emerge anew. This flow is about trusting the unfolding, releasing control, and embracing the currents of life. Let's begin in a seated position, hands gently pressed on the knees, palms facing the sky. Drop the hands down to your side, and on the inhale, slowly rise them up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers and outstretch them up for a nice opening stretch. And on the exhale, release the fingertips and allow the hands and arms to glide down to your side. Let's drop the right hand down on the mat and allow the other hand to swoop overhead, opening up the left side of the body. Exhale, release, opposite side. I invite you to truly connect with your body here. Come back to center. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, rotate the arms forward. And let's have some circular motions here, drawing them down and up. Just feel what feels good. Keep going and reverse. Wide open. And one more inhale as the arms come up. Bring the palms together. Just a slight twist here around the wrists. Gazing to the right, gazing to the left. Unlock the fingers in the hands and exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, raise the arms up. And go ahead and rotate and twist the hands to the other side, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale and inhale, deepen the stretch up towards the sky. Unlock the fingers in the hands and exhale, bring the arms down. Spinal twist to the left. Keep breathing. Inhale, rotate, spinal twist to the right. And come back to center. Let's outstretch our right leg and move down into a side bend. Just reach as far as you can. This takes so much practice. Honor where you are and find that sweet spot. This is about cherishing our bodies, releasing control, and knowing that we are exactly where we need to be. Keep breathing. Inhale, slowly come up. We're going to rotate the hips and come into a pigeon position. Find what feels good here. You can reach the arm back for an added stretch. And then when you're ready, bring the elbow elbows down in front of you and slowly draw the head down towards the mat. Releasing the tension in the hips, allowing yourself to surrender, to release. Let it all go. Inhale, come back up. Feel free to go ahead and grab the back foot for a slight extra challenge here. And release. Good job. Coming back to center. Other side. Out stretching the left leg this time and coming into a side bend. Exhale as you fold forward, and remember you are reaching just as far as you can. Find your edge, hold, and breathe. This is about you and what works for your body. Keep breathing. Inhale, slowly rise. And opposite side, let's move into pigeon here. Really releasing the hips, allowing yourself to melt down into the mat. Let's take an inhale here and an exhale to release. Feel free to go ahead and bring the elbows forward and release the forehead down towards the mat. Exhale, release. Allow this to be your moment of surrender. Inhale, slowly rise. Feel free to go ahead and grab the back foot up, bending at the knee. Hold, breathe, and release. Coming back to center. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, allowing the knees to drop down to both sides. Hold here, breathe in through the nose, bringing the breath down to the base of the spine. Exhale, release. Let's adjust ourselves onto the mat, coming onto our feet and rolling onto the balls of our toes. Just rocking back and forth, allowing the knees to spread open, and then coming back together as you rock forward. We store so much emotion in our hips. So this is a beautiful hip opener to really surrender into the releasing. Releasing old identities, old expectations, embracing the discomfort of change and beauty in the uncertainty. For this is all a part of emerging and blossoming into who we are always meant to be. Take a big inhale as we roll forward. Exhale, release, sinking back. Flatten the feet and extend the legs up. And slowly pedal the feet back and forth. You should feel a stretch right in the back of your calves, as well as slightly in your hamstring. Find what feels good here and hold. Remembering to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. It's okay if your hands don't fully reach the mat. You can have a slight bend in the knee. Come back to center, forward bend. Slowly roll yourself back up, all the way up to the sky, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin comes up last. And inhale, bring the arms up. Reaching up towards the sky, a nice stretch. Exhale, swan dive down, hands to the mat. Let's bring the feet to the back of the mat, step by step. Pedal the feet. Bringing both feet together. Coming into pyramid, rolling up onto the toes, exhaling, bringing the heels down. Breathe. Roll the shoulders over the wrists, tall plank, and gently allow your knees and your legs to come down to the mat, bringing the head up, gazing ahead. Rotate towards the left and then to the right, keeping the legs reaching down towards the mat. This is absolutely great for your digestive system. I recommend this in the mornings or whenever it's needed to get a nice flow, if you know what I mean. Coming back up, pressing the hips back, coming into child's pose. Forehead to the mat, surrender. On the inhale, slowly rise up, vertebrae by vertebrae, chin comes up last. Place the hands behind you on the mat and lift up through the hips, releasing the head back if that's comfortable for you. And on the exhale, releasing back down to the mat. Chin comes forward last. Coming back to center, outstretch the knees just a bit, and then come back into a child's pose. On the inhale, slowly gliding ourselves back up hand by hand, coming into a seated position. Bring the knees together and come onto all fours. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, release, arching the back. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, release, arching the back. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, let's extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Hold here, squeezing at our core. On the exhale, release. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, opposite side. Left arm extended out. Right leg extended back. Hold, squeezing at the core. And on the exhale, release, come back to center. Inhale, round the spine up. And let's release back into a slight back bend here, hands planted on the mat behind you. A variation of what we did earlier. And on the exhale, slowly come back up, bending at the knees, coming into child's pose. Inhale, slowly rise up onto all fours. Extend the left leg back and draw the knee into the shoulder. A little glute exercise here. Try and square the hips and keep our legs parallel to the mat. Squeezing the glutes, focusing right in that area. Keep going. And on the last one, let's release, extending the leg back, coming onto our elbows and leg pulses. Last one, bringing the knees back down to the mat, pressing the hips back into child's pose, just for a moment. Slowly rising back up, coming onto all fours, lifting the right leg high and drawing that knee into the shoulder. Keep going. And last one, let's release, extend our leg out, coming onto our elbows and leg pulses. Last one, release, seating back into child's pose. Briefly here, take a round of breath. And slowly rise. Place the hands behind you onto the mat and press up through the hips. Release. Come back to center. Place the hands in front of you. Tuck the toes under. And come into a seated position, rocking back and forth. Back and forth on the balls of our feet. And on the last one, sinking back, placing our hands behind us. Just a slight adjustment on the mat. We're going to push the knees forward for a hamstring stretch. Find what feels good here. On the inhale, release, coming back. Placing the hands onto the mat in front of us, extending the legs into a forward bend. Pedal the feet. Inhale, slowly rise up, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the arms up towards the sky, up onto the toes, and exhale, release, bringing the hands down and around in front of you. Circular motions, just opening up the heart, getting some movement in our lymph, and reverse. Really draw the arms big and wide here. Keep going. Surrender and release. Bring the arms all the way up towards the sky. Stretch, come onto the toes. Rocking back and forth, maintaining your balance here. Good job. Release the hands. Coming to the back of our mat. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands down into your center. Take a moment, just a brief moment of silence for yourself, for everything that's allowed you to come this far in your life. No matter what we're going through, so many of us are going through transitions and changes, and this is your time to honor that. It's okay to exist in the space between sometimes. Taking a nice inhale, releasing the hands down. Exhale, release. Breathing into the heart, allowing the breath to go all the way down to the soles of the feet. Inhale, slowly rise up. Arms come together, hands. Let's come to the center of our mat, outstretch our legs, and squat down onto the right side, really extending a stretch in the other side of the leg, and the other side. Just find what feels really good here and keep rotating. And last one, let's come back to center, extending our legs, coming forward, releasing the head down towards the mat. Feel free to have a slight bend in the right and the left knee if that feels good for you. Come back to center, hold here. Placing the hands onto the mat, let's wiggle the feet together. Forward bend. Releasing the hips back and down, let's come into a seated position onto the mat. Let's find ourselves in lotus. Taking a big inhale and exhale here, arms come up and rotate, spinal twist to the right. Hold. And inhale, spinal twist to the left. Exhale, release, come back to center. Feel free to give yourself a little back massage here. Whatever your body needs, move to the shoulders. Just wiggle it out. Find what feels good in the body. Shaking out the arms. And inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Right arm down, left arm up. Moving in the opposite direction. Down, around, and up like a dance. Coming forward and circulating back. This is your time to just be fluid and flow. Inhale, arms come up, reaching. Hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the hands down, past the crown and the third eye, into our heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this practice has brought you a moment of peace or serenity. And if you feel inspired, I invite you to leave a comment, this time one for the next viewer. May this be a message for the next person, ready to release, to surrender, and let go. Thanks, guys, for the community that you've built here. Here's a little behind the scenes of the location that I visited where I filmed this video. And if you'd like to continue your journey with more wellness tips, more classes, and inspiration, you can find all of those details below. Until next time, take care, keep breathing, and may you have a beautiful day.